Hello everybody, it's Joe here and welcome back to another episode of Train Sim Classic. Today you're joining us back at Baldock where we're back in our class 387 electric multiple unit. We have already driven part 1 and 2. Oh hang on, where are we going? We're Ashwell and Morden, I think. Oh, it's time to depart. Right, let's get them doors shut. Yeah, it's one of them, isn't it? We've not had an awful lot of time between... well, we didn't have standing time at Baldock at all, really, so we have to really get on with it. Yeah, part 1 of this... I mean, this is part 3. Part 1 we drove from London King's Cross through to Welwyn Garden City, and part 2 we drove from Welwyn Garden City through to Baldock, which is just there. Final destination of this service is Cambridge. We're due into Cambridge at approximately 9:52. The time is 9:23, so yeah, we're expected there approximately half an hour. I've really enjoyed this scenario, to be honest with you. I would go ahead and download it. There's a link in the description to where you can get that from. It's one of Magic Toad's scenarios. Really thoroughly enjoyed it, to be honest with you. And I'm thinking of something for maybe Saturday or Sunday. Train simulator wise, we need to do another trip with the class 3 we need to do a trip, not another trip, just a trip with the class 317 because of course that's come out, the Armstrong Powerhouse enhancement. It's not an enhancement, it's brand new, isn't it? So yeah, we do need to look at doing a trip with that because we've not done that yet. So yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Personally, I absolutely love this unit. I could... Oh, hang on. There we go. God, always... When you go in the passenger view, it always happens, doesn't it? But I love this. I think the passenger view is fantastic. I think it sounds absolutely awesome. It's a really nice unit to drive, the 387. And to be fair, all the Electrostar enhancement packs that Armstrong Powerhouse have done have been absolutely brilliant. I think we're not using the Cloud enhancement pack, but we do have the Sky and Weather enhancement pack on this. I think there's quite a few enhancements that we've got, and it really does just bring Train Simulator to life. There's also the other one in the Railworks Enhancer. I really do think that makes it look a lot prettier. It's yeah, when you actually look back to what Train Simulator looked like before all of these packs, it really just looks so much better now, doesn't it? It really does. And there's a lot of people that say, oh, how do you get your train sim to look so good? It is literally Railworks Enhancer, the Armstrong Powerhouse Weather, Track, Signal Enhancement Pack, all of the above for all that. So yeah, that's pretty much how you do it. There was also a couple of questions regarding how do you avoid out-of-memory errors. I think I did reply to some of them in the comments. But yeah, train sim out-of-memory errors are just... 700 going past. Train sim out-of-memory errors are unfortunately just something that happens. I had it with this scenario when we drove London to Welwyn. It was fine. I saved it and then a couple of days later came back to record part 2. Got an out-of-memory error at Welwyn Garden City. Crashed to desktop, obviously. And then when I just reloaded Train Sim. Didn't change any of the settings. Reloaded it. Worked absolutely perfectly and we managed to record part 2. It's really bizarre. I don't understand it. It's just odd. But unfortunately, it's just one of those things. They did say that they were going to work on having it so it told you what had caused it to crash. And I think everyone was really excited about that because it was, oh, we might finally get to understand Train Sim a bit better. But how they seem to have done that, I mean, they might be changing it in future, don't get me wrong, I might have misunderstood, but now it just says it crashed on loading. It's like, well... yeah, I know it crashed on loading because it was loading when it crashed. It doesn't seem quite as, you know, when they said they were going to do that where it'd tell you the reason it crashed. We thought maybe it'd say, oh, the Grand Central 180 caused it to crash, in which case you could go into the scenario editor, remove the Grand Central 180. You know what I mean? I'm picking the 180 completely at random because, you know, not that that is a particularly unreliable unit to have in your scenarios. He says completely tongue-in-cheek, of course. Let's actually stop at the platform. There we go, that'll do. Into neutral, bang them doors open. Ashwell and Morden, 9:26 out, so we're practically on time. I think we're a minute behind schedule. There we go. Get the doors shut. Off we go. Oh, we can go back up to 90. Lovely. It's one of these, isn't it? I mean, this line, I never really knew this existed. I knew that there was a Cambridge service that went from London King's Cross. I'd seen that before, but I knew nothing about this line, and yet you can just quite happily plod along at 90 miles an hour down it. It's, you know, if you're not from this area of the world, you just have, you know, you don't really appreciate quite how much infrastructure there is around here. Some of these areas are really, really well connected to London, aren't they? Particularly up this branch, the Peterborough line, what with the LNERs and the Thames links and the whatnots. I couldn't believe how frequent the service is up here. I mean, you've got the Thameslink services, you've got the Great Northern services, some of them extend to Hertford North. I don't know if this is meant to be a Thameslink train, because looking at the Govia Thameslink network map, it seems like all the Great Northern stuff continues through to Hertford. Not Hertford, that's a different place. King's Lynn, that's the one. They all seem to continue through to King's Lynn, whereas the Thameslink stuff that comes up from like Brighton seems to terminate at Cambridge. So I don't know, because it said on the route map as well that that Thameslink run a service from King's Cross to Cambridge. I haven't a clue how it works since, I mean, like, because it's two separate brandings, isn't it? Thameslink and Great Northern. Whereas when it was first Capital Connect, it was just all under one brand. And of course the two sides didn't actually interact, did they? Because I don't think there was that section of track where you could go to St Pancras from Finsbury Park. Right, there we go. Can we get to 90 before we break? I think we can. Just about. Another 387. Give them a wave. Double set. Oh, look at that. Just in time for the 80. Next up, Royston. Is Royston the one with the short platform? I don't think it is. There's one of them up here that does have a short platform. Look at that. We've only just gone past that 387 and there's another one coming. Is it a 700? I mean, this is 9:29 in the morning. I can't believe, like, for 1 second that any of these are full. I imagine because it's, I mean, it's not off peak yet, is it? It's off peak from 9:30, I'd imagine. So it's off peak now. Right, there we go. We'll have a bit of braking. Oh, that level crossing hasn't worked, has it? Or is it meant to be a dirt level crossing? I don't know. Didn't know there was such thing as a dirt level crossing. This one seems to have worked a bit better, so maybe it was meant to be like that, I don't know. Maybe it was a farm crossing or something. Into Royston. Maybe a staggered station, or is that platform longer than this platform? I don't know. I'd imagine, actually, if we're going to fit 8 cars on, that it'll go round the corner, won't it? Oh, we're still late. Curvy platform as well. See, I don't get the stop boards, because it's saying... I guess, yeah, that's about 8, but we're not on the platform, so... There we go, we'll stop there. So the back end's just on the platform. Flipping it, that's a big gap, isn't it? So, I mean, back end's just on the platform. If we go down the front, if we'd have stopped at that stop board, are these stop boards in the right place on this route? I don't know. Because that surely should be there, because otherwise the back end's hanging off when there's absolutely no need for the back end to be hanging off. You know what I mean? Oh, with the 12 car board there, I guess you can you terminate at Royston? Maybe. Maybe things do. Who knows? No, you'd imagine we're not that far from Cambridge, are we? We're what, 20 minutes? You'd imagine everything would just continue through to Cambridge, wouldn't you? Oh, it does sound good, doesn't it? Oh, slipping. Oh. Brilliant. Should we see if we can get quite a nice photo? That'll do. Oh yeah, I forgot you can't anymore, can you? There we go. Yeah, I don't know why the F12, has there been some sort of update where F12 doesn't take a screenshot anymore? It's quite good that you can leave it in full power and the back end, there you go, look, straight up to 90, so you don't actually get to 65. It's in a really, really good place, because if they'd have left that a little bit longer, you'd have to power off, coast for all of 5 seconds, power back on. It just seems like they put a bit of thought into that. Mind you, with some of the stuff that's faster, newer, longer, you know, maybe you wouldn't get there. It seems just another world away, doesn't it, with all the 387s and the 700s whizzing up and down here. At one point this was 317s, 365s. I don't think 313s, they'll never have done Cambridges, will they, because they seem to be on the Moorgates, but you know, it's not that long ago, is it? The East Coast Main Line has completely changed in terms of you've now got your Azumas instead of your HSTs and your 91s. It seems like such a short space of time and everything's just changed. Now, I don't know if there's a way that we can... right, driver's menu. Door status. Can we, like, door config? Settings. Oh, wow! Can we actually do this? Oh, hang on. Yeah, let's actually... We're not going to stop at Meldreth unless we put a bit of full service in. We're going to need emergency there. I'm too busy looking at the TMS. Oh, what a terrible train driver. And it's a shorter platform. Oh, disaster. Disaster. Oh, okay, we're actually going to stop. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, I'd probably be in a lot of trouble. Oh, no, is it? It's not going to let me take it out of emergency. That's annoying. Right, okay. Never mind. Let's just have a bit of... There we go. See, this is in the front. Like, I thought that maybe we'd be able to do a bit of long train, short platform. There's probably a way that you can do it. I'm sure there's a way you can do it. Because obviously now when I release the doors at Meldreth, which can only accommodate one unit, the full amount is going to release. There we go. I'm sure there was a way that you could... Toot toot. Yeah, I'm sure there was a way, like, if you disable all doors... Yeah, obviously that's not ideal, is it? Although we are nearly back on time. That, you can press all these. I don't think anything happens. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of them. I'm intrigued. Settings, skip next station. I like that. Right, well, we'll just pretend that we didn't open all the doors there. Ooh, next stop, Shepreth. Is this an all-stop service then, I imagine? I don't know how... Again, I don't know anything about the stopping pattern on these, but I would imagine that the Cambridge turnbacks do all stops down here. And the other ones, the whatchamacallit, you know what I'm on about, the King's Lynn's, they probably, from Cambridge, are they more of a semi-express down here? They don't stop at all of them? I don't know. No idea. Yeah, it would be nice if you are from the local area, if you could fill me in on a little bit of the local background. That'd be awesome. You know, a bit of the stopping patterns, what goes where, what does what. That'd be awesome if you could let me know in the comments. Because again, it's not my area of expertise. This particular area of the world. little bit more braking. There we go, look at that. Right, what have we got? Shepreth due in at 37. Oh, it's 37 now! This is all the fault of that 387 that overtook us. It wasn't a 387, was it? Was it a 700 that overtook us at Welwyn Garden City? We've just never recovered since then. This looks like it's going to accommodate 8 carriages, so that's good. It's the sounds. I just love the sounds of this thing. Right, come on. There can't be that many people getting on and off at Shepreth. I always think with those traction motor sounds, I mean, they are Bombardier, aren't they, these things? Well, Alstom now, because Alstom owns Bombardier and that, but they were built by Bombardier. I always think when they set off, they sound a little bit like the not the S-Stock, the S-Stock, that's what I'm thinking of. The S-Stock on the Circle and District line. I mean, they're probably the same traction motors, or similar, aren't they? There's another 700 coming the other way. It's weird seeing 700s in King's Cross. Just sort of doesn't feel like they should be there. Where are we coming to now? Foxton. It's another... oh no, it looks like you can fit enough there. That Asda business, the automatic door opening, it really does, it's puzzled me. I'm sure there's a way you could do it. Maybe on Train Sim Classic there isn't. I might be thinking Train Sim World, because I know you can just release the front 4 coaches, or the front set, on Train Sim World, because we used to do that quite a bit on the East, not Eastleigh. Is it Eastleigh I'm thinking of? The Hastings line. Eastbourne, not Eastleigh or Hastings, Eastbourne. The South Coastway, Southern Coastway. That line we used to do quite a bit of that on, didn't we? With the double sets, long train, short platform and all that. Yeah, maybe that's why I'm getting confused. There we go, doors open. What time are we? Foxton, 41. We're still only a couple of minutes down, so I'm not going to let it bother me. We've got ticks for all the scenario though, so that's good. Right, get them doors shut. Last little sprint now. Cambridge, 6.84 miles. So we've got a little bit of... it's a bit of time to go, isn't it? But we get to get up to some speed, so that's good. I'm hoping it'll stay 90 the whole way now. Come on, foot down. Show us what you can do, 387. The only problem I have with these things is the notorious ironing board seats. that we've got inside there. They're not a very comfortable comfortable seat to travel on, are they, at all? It's such a shame. When you look at the 377s, some of them had actually pretty decent seating. I think if the 387s had that really decent seating, then we'd have a really nice train to travel on. Are we getting to, what, 65 before the DSD goes off? Ish? Or was it 67? I can't remember. There you go, look at that. You've spent too long driving this train now, Joe, if you're starting to look at things like that. Come on, it's a quick blast now. I wonder if there's any stations between Foxton. Is it Foxton? Yeah, Foxton and Cambridge, or are we like a semi-fast service now? Do we quick blast through the last couple of stops? I don't know. Just seems odd that we'd have quite a few stops, like, and then all of a sudden there's 6.5 miles of nothing. They seemed pretty consistently far apart, didn't they? Consistently spaced, sorry, should I say. Right, there we go, 80. Get a little bit of 90, that's good, right. Oh, that might have been a bit early. Oh, we got a speed in. Oh, it was so close as well. 40? What's that about? 30? Oh my lord. What's happening? Why is it so slow? Although if you look, we are actually due into Cambridge at 9:52, and if you look at the estimated time of arrival at the bottom there, 9:52:08. So even though we've had such a rocky journey in terms of timekeeping, we still might actually make it on time. That's what we like. 52:04. We're catching it up a little bit more. Oh, come on, we're not going to get down to 40 in time now, are we? I wonder if it's some sort of level crossing or something that's the reason. Don't think we should rely on the full service braking as much as we have been doing. A little bit more braking. I guess it's quite a tight corner, this, isn't it? So we'll let it off for the 40. But what about this 30? What's that all about? Oh, we seem to be coming into a bit more of a built-up area here. Look at these wires. Where are these coming from? I guess this is this the Great Eastern Main Line we're joining onto here? Ah, maybe the 30's us. Ah, righty-o. Yeah, I see. Cambridge. Yeah, Cambridge. Like maybe the Stansted. That's sort of around here, isn't it? Right, let's have a look. Great Anglia network map. There we go. I realise you can't see this. This is on my other monitor. It's just so that I can see I can see a little bit more background about the area. Yes. So this is the line that we've just joined now. Oh, up to power. Thank you. This is a line that's come from Shelford, Whittlesford Parkway, Greater Chesterford, Audley End, I've heard of that, Stansted Airport, Bishop Stortford. Oh, there's another one there. So he'll be turning right. Right, so that's where we join on. I see. So we are technically in Greater Anglia territory here, aren't we? We're sort of the outsiders now. It's interesting to see how all the little networks sort of meet up. This kink in the track I don't think should be here. Thud. Oh. That's almost like somebody's set off from London building a route and someone's set off from King's Lynn and they just couldn't quite get it to meet in the middle, so there's a little kink. Yeah, I find the the whole like suburban London network absolutely fascinating. I really do. So we just have nothing like that up here. Even the Greater Manchester network has been hacked to bits, really, hasn't it? There we go. Bit of 40. Lovely. Oh, we're coming across here. Hey, this seems... Are we going left? Oh, 40 seems way too fast for this. Are you sure it's 40? Hui! God, I feel like a Lumo train going over there. Look at that! Surely 40's... Either that junction's too tight or the speed limit's wrong. Surely. This seems a little bit odd that we sit at... Again, this track. What's with the track work around Cambridge? Is it really this sort of dodgy in real life? Oh, you muppet. Speeding. Oh, I guess we're going into the bay, aren't we? Because they've got bays, bay platforms at Cambridge. See, that'd be a really nice screenshot if something overtook us, wouldn't it? Something Greater Anglia went sailing past. That'd be absolutely awesome. Oh, what's this in front? Oh, we've got some 700s. Lovely. Platform 3. Brilliant. Oh, we're going straight in. That'll do. Let's have a little look at Cambridge Station. So we are... Hang on, where's platform 3? Oh, it's here. That's platform 3, so this must be 2, that must be 1, so is this 0 or something? What an odd way of naming your platforms, or numbering your platforms. Oh well. Well, do you know what, everybody? I hope you've enjoyed that. I mean, this isn't normally the sort of scenario that I would do. That train's hanging off the platform. This isn't normally the sort of scenario that I would do on a video, which is why I've split it up, because obviously an hour and a half is a little bit long for one video. That's why I've split it into 3 sections. So let me know what you've thought of this, because it's been a really, really good journey, I think. If you want to see more like this, it means that we can do longer journeys, but I've preferred splitting it up just so that, obviously, I'm not having to talk for an hour and a half solidly, which I don't think I'd be able to do. But also, it's just, you know, better bite-sized chunks for you guys, isn't it? So you've not got... Because I realise an hour and a half of your day is quite a long... You know, it's a long time to sit and watch, isn't it? That's longer than most telly programmes. So yeah, let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you want to see more, we will do more, of course. And if you've enjoyed the video, please click the like button. It's always appreciated. And if you haven't already, do make sure you subscribe so that you never miss out on any future Train Simulator escapades. We've stopped very close to the barriers there. There we go. That's... Oh, hang on. Where are we? Lovely. Get the key out. Put it in. There. Look at that. That's brilliant. Brilliant. Are we on at the other end? Just. Just. Heck, how much closer do you have to get? Driver will have to go through there, won't he? For the southbound. Hey dear, there we go. Right, hopefully, I'll see you all next time. Cheerio! Goodbye for now.